Grayson Rodriguez is on the mound tonight. He's got to be the stopper. The stopper is also known as the ace, so I like what you did with his name.
Yeah, there you go. Fancy spelling, right? You can't spell Grayson without ace. He's pitched like an ace in these 10 games since he's come back to AAA. And Rob, tonight he's up against another ace, and Tyler Glasnow. He's used to it. He faced Kikuchi twice, Yu Darvish, Framber Valdez, Garrett Cole, Shane McClanahan, now Glasnow. Despite all that in his slow start early in the year, the O's are 12-8 in his starts. Look at that changeup. If it's dropping off the table, good news. Last month, it was dominant, Rob, and it's been good all year. 0.97 batting average, 129 slugging percentage. This month, 429 average, 857 slugging percentage. Maybe we need to see a little more curve, a little more slider if that change isn't sharp.
You know, I coach basketball, and I tell my kids all the time, when you shoot a jumper and the jumper lands within the circle there, it's a good miss.
Yeah.
They're good outs. The loud outs are good outs.
Loud outs are good outs. And look, the O's have had a lot of that against Tyler Glasnow. And as good as he's pitched, his only 2 home run game that he's allowed this year came against the O's on June 20th. He's getting hit pretty hard in his own way. Yes, he still looks like an ace. 13% of his pitches, though, are barreled up. That's in the bottom 1 percentile. 40% of his pitches travel 95 miles an hour off the bat, exit velocity the other way. That's bottom 10%. The O's this year, Rob, in 11-plus innings against him, 15 hard-hit balls. So something to keep an eye on. They have squared him up. They've seen the fastball and the cutter pretty well from him, and they like to hit velocity.
The Orioles have some switch hitters. They also have some pure left-handed hitters led by their Rookie of the Year candidate. These guys are the leaders.
Yeah, they are. And look, not a lot of hitting in this series, but Gunnar Henderson, Ryan O'Hearn, both have solo home runs, and they're guys you're going to have to count on against this right-heavy lineup, and especially Glasnow. Righties hitting just 167 off him, Rob. OPS combined from right-handers all year, 505. Gunner's got 3 home runs off the Tampa Bay Rays this year, though. So does O'Hearn. O'Hearn, 911 OPS against the Rays. Again, they've each hit solo home runs. And keep an eye on Cedric Mullins from the left side in the 7-hole. Rob, 67 runs driven in. That's more than his entire 30-30 season. It's pretty remarkable. Of anyone who's played 102 games or less this season in Major League Baseball, only Yordan Alvarez and J.D. Martinez have more RBIs than Cedric Mullins with 67. He's on a 107 RBI pace for a full season.
He not only accepts batting there, but he embraces it. I talked to him earlier this week. He said the one thing he likes about hitting down there, he gets a chance to drop it.
Well, he's doing it. He's killing it with runners.
Speaking of rookies, last night, Kirsten clobbers that ball to right field.
What an amazing moment. And look, this series hasn't gone the way we'd like to this point, but for that young man to hit his first home run like that, a no-doubter, 418, it would have been a home run in all 30 parks, Rob. And you think about where he was a year ago. September 16th last year, he's playing High A, Aberdeen, a bloop double to beat the Brooklyn Cyclones in the semifinals of the South Atlantic League playoffs.
You said that
earlier. To go on to the finals. Rob, that night, he found out he'd been assigned to the Scottsdale Scorpions of the Arizona Fall League, where he went on to be MVP and really turned things around. And lest we forget, he struggled at High A at Aberdeen. He batted .233. His OPS was just .674. All the time this young man missed from his health issues. And to see him a year later do that, that's pretty special.
You told me that earlier in the day, and I'm like, no way. And I thought, like,
Aberdeen.
Yeah, that's exactly where he was.
35 miles from here.
Yeah, unbelievable. And of course, got some shortstop issues on that other team in Tampa.
We do. And look, Wander Franco's on administrative leave. He's been out 30 games now. Somehow, the Rays are 21-9 in that span. They've picked up 2 games on the O's, despite the O's winning 19 games, but they aren't getting production. Walls has been the everyday shortstop. He's on paternity leave, won't play the rest of this series. He's there for his glove, not his bat. Shortstop's slugging percentage down 150 points from what was going on with Franco. He stole 30 bases. Shortstops for the Rays since, 0 stolen bases. On-base percentage down 60 points, yet they keep winning. It's pretty unbelievable.